Greetings, everyone, and my name is Ingrid. This is a reading to provide you information that will be helpful today. You tapped in for a reason, and I took some notes prior to tuning into your energy. Don't try to explain anything today because you have a rare gift. There's something that is just unique to you. Whoever is speaking to, it's you're knowing this, you're feeling this rare gift, and it might need to have time to be cultivated. But this is your final shift. Something is shifting in you. You can feel it in your body, in your instincts, just the way you're moving, the way you're breathing, what you're eating, how you're sleeping. But this is your final shift, and this is finding you right before the final shift. When you trust the field, that interconnected field that we talk about, that we are one with, beyond this separate self, this ego, attachments, this grasping. When you trust, the field responds. And you're going to be living your best life. And this reading is bringing you some guidance, some definite, specific information on how to live your best life going forward once this final shift happens. And you're going to be stepping into the life you've always imagined. And take a moment just to really go back to something you imagined as a child, the kind of life you would have. And it's going to manifest by March 1st, is what I'm hearing. But it's going to require you to finally let go. And this is the sign, this reading, something in this message, in the cards that will follow, is going to be the sign of your awakening. You are the rare 1% who has found this video. And because you found it, it's meant for you. So don't try to explain. You are the one with the rare gift. So get ready, because you're going to suddenly start noticing everything. Your heightened senses. It's going to be like almost like you're on some kind of hallucinogenic. You're just so tuned in to the very fiber of reality. So start noticing everything around you. And you're going to see this when you are about to pull off something that is unimaginable. You might not even know what's going to happen yet. You're a gift from God, is what I'm hearing. And so thank you, Spirit Guides, for bringing that message. And we'll start with one card from the Sacred Creator Oracle deck. And we'll read that and then move into a clarification with tarot. So thank you all for being here. I'm so happy to tap into your energy. And these are the messages today. Well, we first come with cozy up with risk. Well, yes, when we're coming into you're a gift from God, but it might take you a time to cozy up, to get comfortable and intimate with taking this risk. I'm sensing the energy of the Fool in the tarot, of taking that risk. You're ready to leap into the unknown. The number 61 could be important. But you're cozying up. I see you sitting by a fire, having popcorn, and also just feeling comfortable in your own skin. And then out of that comfort, you're realizing that you're ready. You start noticing everything around you. And you're seeing this when you are ready to take this leap into the unimaginable. And it's coming with raw intention. Number 22 could be important. You might be seeing repetitions of 222. And that is showing you you're on the right path. Raw intention. Intending is I'm intending to do this reading, and that intention puts all of my energy, it focuses it. And you're going to take a risk, and that's going to require some raw intention. And at the bottom of the deck, we have, what does your soul say about this? The number 62. So you're moving toward this, a time of asking, what does my soul say? And then you'll be able to take that leap of faith forward. So we're closing up with risk and taking time to tap into raw intention. We'll be doing the Celtic cross. You come into the reading with the Ten of Swords. That's the general energy around you. Don't be afraid. Don't be worried. Don't be alarmed. You see, this gesture is the same as the Hierophant. You're gaining wisdom, maybe a spiritual upgrade. You're changing your beliefs. You've hit rock bottom with the situation. Maybe there is a need now to take a risk. The new day is dawning. If you felt like you have been betrayed or someone has traumatized you, don't try to explain. You have a rare gift and you're breaking free of this overthinking, of this mindset, of automatic negative thinking, of general anxiety disorder where you just feel that you're just being pulverized. And what else is going to help or challenge this? Well, what is coming is the Hangman. You could be feeling a little bit surrendered to what is going on. You've come to the end of a situation. There's nowhere else to go. And you might feel very suspended, like you can't move, you can't do anything about this. But this is also saying it's going to bring you illumination. It's going to bring a new dawn. And it's going to require some raw intention to take a risk, to get out of maybe what has been suspended, what's hanging you up. If somebody is hanging you up, you're going to have to break free because there could be lying and stealing and cheating, or at least a feeling of not being safe, not being secure, needing to use very deep diplomatic skills. This is a figure stealing the weapons from the enemy while they're eating and resting because he feels unsafe. He feels like his army will not win. These will be used against him. Maybe they have already been used against you, and that has made you feel that you are just in this isolated, suspended position. You can't move. We're going to evaluate what is going on with the Seven of Swords. But it is a bright card, so there is something optimistic. If you're doing something on the inside, you might not want to let everyone know what this raw intention is. Because in the past, you have received this amazing legacy of wealth, of security, of abundance. There is wisdom with the older generation. There's loyalty, and there's a new love coming in, and it's going to expand your reality. That is what's already happened in the physical way. You might have already had to take a risk, maybe with your investments, but what is coming at the crown that you might not see coming is a judgment call. Well, there is a need to wake up. Yes, to step into the life you've always imagined, to come up out of the dead. This seems like this feeling of hitting rock bottom, of being in the coffin. You're waking up from this to a brand new reality. And you're choosing a new path in life. And what is this new path? It's one of collaboration, of getting inspired by what you're creating. You're building this stained glass window at the cathedral. And those are the people watching you. They're recognizing you. Don't try to explain, but you do have a rare gift. And it could have been causing some trauma. and that you're now finally waking up to because you're cozying up with risk. There is a risk being required of you. What else is coming? But there was a lot of wealth, family legacy, a connection to security, abundance, property. And now you're coming into collaboration with others. That's what you're waking up to. You need help from others. But they're also seeing, maybe you're being recognized. When you trust that interconnected field, it's going to respond to you with a wake-up call. So get ready. And what else is it that you need to see? The world, well, this is closing out this old cycle of feeling defeated, feeling not good enough, feeling like you've overthought the situation, that you are feeling that you were just maybe going through a mental health crisis, a dark night of the soul. But this is required to come into wholeness. This is the serpent eating their tail, the Ouroboros. So you're dancing through the world, and it's going to manifest on March 1st. So get ready. You're going to start noticing everything, how successful you really are. You've got this 10 of Pentacles in their background. And what is it that your environment is wanting you to know or bringing to you? They are maybe standing their ground. Showing you've beat the competition, maybe in the environment. This is definitely raw intention that the Seven of Wands, they believe in themselves. They know they're talented, gifted. And this is going to happen when you make your final shift. The final shift from feeling defeated, hitting rock bottom, not knowing who to trust, feeling betrayed, to feeling that people in your environment are really standing their ground, competing with you. But what is your hope and fear that is coming? The Ace of Cups, your hope is that this abundant love, this flow, this ability to receive the gift of the Holy Spirit, that's your higher mind, to take this risk to really love and be loved. This is spiritual love, self-love, and you're waking up to that. And what is the final advice that is coming? It's happening. Get ready. Lots of communication. Things are speeding up. You're getting the green light. You're seeing this when you are about to pull off the unimaginable. And it's going to be something you love so much. And you're going to feel that spiritual understanding coming to the communication. You're communicating with your heart now, with your flow of feelings. And what is it we need to know? That what is this risk you're cozying up with? That you are starting to notice everything. The Nine of Wands, well, resilience is your key to success. You go from the 8 to the 9, and you have the 7, 8, 9. So in the realm of fire, in the realm of pure energy, in the realm of confidence and intuition, you stood your ground, you're communicating, you're moving fast and moving forward. And keep on going. Don't give up. Because love is coming. And it's going to come when you are about to pull off the unimaginable. Because it's a gift. It's happening for you. And this is a beautiful reading. But we're asking, well, what does your soul say about this? Let's get a card on what is it that, get clarity on what is it your soul is saying. The Seven of Wands again. So in your environment, and what your soul is saying is, I stand my ground with courage and determination. That is the raw intention that is required of you to come into this final letting go, This is your sign of awakening. And one final card on the bottom of the deck, well, you're moving away from what does not serve you anymore. You're seeking deeper emotional fulfillment, and that is coming because of the Ace of Cups. This is your hope and fear. And one final card for the collective, the Three of Cups. People are respecting you. They're seeing that you closed out a maybe difficult cycle with success, recognition. People are seeing how much you have created and produced. And they're also seeing that you're pulling off something unimaginable. And it's going to bring you into a big upgrade, a brand new world, a new universe. And that is what I have for you today. And let's see one final card from the Oracle. Get back to elemental. So get back to the basics. You've stood your ground. You've worked on it. And people are seeing this harvest that you are to be celebrated for. And you're being celebrated for a new love that is coming. And this is love of self, love of your own soul. And you have come out of a difficult time and you've awoken. You are awakening. Yes. And you are a gift from God is what I hear. And it's being announced now. And get back to the elementals. Get back to basics, because what do you really want? And that is the final question to ask. It's now up to you. When you have completed one cycle of your life, now what do you really want? And I'm so happy to deliver this message. I hope it's helpful. Let's leave it at that. And let me know in the comments. This has got a lot going on here. And sending you love. Bye-bye.